What's up guys, welcome to new Unreal Engine 5 tutorial. Today I am going to show you how to save and load player stats. It's going to be a very easy video to follow, so let's get started. But first, if you are serious about learning and making your first game in Unreal Engine 5, join my Unreal Club. Inside, you will be able to download entire private files from my tutorials, enter private meetings and webinars with industry experts, access exclusive ebooks packed with the best tricks, get powerful asset frameworks to speed up your blueprints, and much more. The link is in the description. With that said, let's continue with the video. Alright, so in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and just open up the third-person character blueprint and simply for this example create one or two variables where you're gonna be like health, of course being a float, and then for example, level, which will be like an integer or something like that. Now, of course, if you already have an existing stat system or a stats component that you have built, you will use those variables or components that you have, right? In my case, these are purely just for this example, so you can really integrate what you will learn in this tutorial for anything, okay? So first of all, let me go ahead and just fill in a default health of like 100, or actually 50, or like 30, so we know it's not like 100, and then level, like, let's do like level 2 water, okay? Now, in order to save and load an Unreal Engine is super easy. We just need to right click and create a new blueprint class, expand all classes, and search for the save game class. So if we select this, we can create a new BP_save and open this up. So this class will contain everything that we want to save, and we do this through variables. So in this case, what two things we want to save? Well, the two variables that I essentially created, right? Health and level. So I can just say health and put this to be a float, and then level. And of course, once again, this will be an integer. So obviously the variable types and everything have to match the ones that you want to save, okay? So imagine the BP save as a file in your computer, which will save whatever you have over here. Now, of course, still, these variables are obviously not linked up in any way. This could be called in a different way or just be completely different variables, okay? So now it is time to go ahead and make sure that when we want to save the game, we will transfer the variables, right? This information, those parameters from the third-person character to the save, and we will essentially just contain them here. And then when we load the game, we will do exactly the opposite. Just get the values that are saved from the file and then pass them on and load them into the third-person character, if that makes sense. It's super easy. So right now, we don't have anything or any way to change the value. So first of all, let me just quickly do a little debug key like 1 or something, right? So when I press 1 in my keyboard, I will simply just get health and increment it by 1 or something like that, or 2, and then I'll save the health, okay? And I'll do exactly the same for like the level. So I'm just gonna increment it by 1, okay? Alright, so it's just a way of testing this, and I can print both the health, and this is for the level. Okay, so once again, this is just to show you guys that the values will update with the ones in the gameplay, right? So when I press 1, as you can see, I'm increasing the health and the level, okay? And then, it's going to be easier to test, right? So we know that the ones that will load when our save and load system is working are not the same as by default, right? So we will actually know if we are actually saving and loading, right? So with that done, let's go ahead and implement the actual save and load system, right? I recommend to do this through the game mode, okay? Because the game mode is just, it makes sense. It's gonna have the at least more authority than the player character. So let's go to wall settings, search for your game mode, open it up, go to the full editor, and then right click and create a new custom event. Let's call this save game, and of course you can be more specific. If this is purely for stats, you could do save game or save game stats, etc. Right? In my case, let's do actually specific, and the same with BP save. I'm gonna actually rename this to BP save stats, right? Now you could, in theory, put all the things that you want to save in one save game class, aka kind of file, right? But we don't want to do that, right? We're not separating categories, so it's easier, right? And things will not be overridden, and we have different slots and things like that. All right, so anyways, go back here, and the first thing that I want to do when we're checking if we can save is do a does save game exist, right? Let's do like slot 1. Okay, this is very important. If this slot over here doesn't exist, we will need to create a new save game object, and this will be something as save stats, right? So we're gonna reference the one here. Now if it already exists, okay, we can simply just say save game to slot, and of course we need a save game object. First of all, let's put in here the slot 1, and then we can do okay, so yeah, so in here we don't return any slot like in the create save game object. If we search for save game object, there's a couple of things that we could do. We have load, create, and so on. In this case, let's go ahead and choose load, which is here. Okay, it's gonna be slot 1, and this will be the save game that we want to access. There we go. Compound save. All right, so then we can save, but of course we are not setting the variables in, right? So what we want to do is the following. We want to go ahead and just get this cast to our bp underscore save stats, and right over here we want to set the parameters, right? So in this case we want to update the health variable in the save stats as I mentioned before, and then we also want to do the same with the level. Boom. All right, and let me just reorder this a bit. Boom and boom. Put this here. Boom. So before actually saving the game to the slot, we are filling in the variables that are according parameters, if that makes sense. Right, so let me also reorder this a bit. Okay, and of course these ones will be the ones from the game. So there's a couple things that we could do. What I recommend to do is on the begin play to get a reference to the player character. There's a couple ways to do this. I'm gonna do just get player character with a little delay until the next tick, so we make sure that it's spawned, and then we can do cast to third person character blueprint, and simply go ahead and promote this to a variable character bp. And in this case it doesn't matter if we cast, because the game mode will already have a reference to the memory of this class, because I mean it actually spawns it, right? So it doesn't really make any impact. So with that said, let's just get the character bp and then get the variables, right? So we will need to fill in the current player health to the health in the stats, and then also the current level of the player to the one that they want to save. And that's it. We will be effectively saving it right after. Now if the save slot wasn't created, we'll simply do like exactly the same thing, which is to cast and then save, right? I'm gonna just go to the easy way, just copy and paste, connect this here, and that's it. Okay, we actually can just skip this. So hold control, move it here, delete, boom, and then boom. All right, bet. So cool, we have the saving done. We just need to now do the loading. So custom event load game stats, and it will be a very similar thing. We'll simply ask if the save game exists. If it exists, right, we will need to load it. So we do load game slot, and then this will be slot 1. Then we want to cast once again to the bp save stats, and then we access all of the information, right? In this case we want to access the health, which is saved, and also the level, which is saved, and then simply we want to get the character bp and update the variables. So we will set the health of the character to be the one saved, and then we'll do exactly the same with level. So we will set the level of the player with a value saved in our game save, right? So it's essentially the opposite of what we did with the save, right? Because now we are loading. And that's it. Then for the false, we don't want to really do anything because we don't have any save to load in, so we'll just leave the default parameters in. And that's pretty much it. We just need to, of course, call this. So what I recommend to do is just in the begin play, just call the load game stats, right? And to save it, well, what we can do is in the third person character, every time that we increment it by a 1, we can just get the game mode. We can access by casting that specific game mode and then call the save game stats. Alright, so everything is plugged in. If we now press 1, we will update the health and level. Imagine that you were playing the game and, you know, increasing the stats, and then we will save these game stats, right, through our game mode and custom event. It will do all this, right? And then at the end, it will go ahead and simply, boom, load them in, right, once we press K. So let's go ahead and also print them once we load them. So I'm gonna print the value of health, and we could do also for the level, but as soon as we know that the health is working, we'll see. Alright, so I'm gonna increase this. Okay, 332. You know, let's do actually let's just print 1. You know, so let me just print health, so it's easier to see. Alright, cool. So I press 1. As you can see, I'm increasing, so now I have around 52 of health. Okay, the game should be saved. I enter, and as you can see, we have 52 of health. I increase it one time, it goes to 54, 56. I exit, enter, 56. So everything is gonna ahead and working. We are saving the current stats of the player and then loading in the stats when we press play. So that's it. If you found this video helpful, I would really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe to the channel. You can access and download the private files through my Unreal Club, so the link is in the description. And now, yes, with all I said, bye bye.